Welcome to another edition of Bible Time. This is the Tuesday edition. I'm Pastor Bruce. This is Bible Time. We're following along and adding just a little commentary to the Believers Fellowship Daily Bible Reading. And today we come to the last chapter of First Chronicles. First Chronicles chapter 29. Maybe another chapter that's kind of well known in this very neglected book. Today we come to the end of David's life. We read about his death at the end of the chapter. But the beginning of the chapter, it's him taking an offering for the temple that's going to be built by his son Solomon. And you'll notice he makes his offering, and then he says to the people in verse 5, who then will offer willingly, and here's the key word, consecrating himself today to the Lord. This is more than just giving. This is more than just fundraising. This is a call for spiritual commitment. Consecration is speaking of a heart commitment. He's calling for a heart commitment that would be seen in a tangible way through the offering. So he's saying he's not just raising funds to build a building. He's calling for a spiritual commitment. And you'll notice that the people, they gave wholeheartedly, and the wholehearted giving led to rejoicing. See, because when you see it as this is an act of consecration to the Lord, this is a demonstration of my love for the Lord, my commitment to the Lord, and I'm showing it in this tangible way of giving. And when we all do that together and we see what the Lord has done, it produces great rejoicing. And then here in the middle of this chapter, you have David's great prayer, a great prayer. And just notice how he starts off with some declarations about the Lord. Starting there in the middle of verse 10, it says, "Blessed are you, O Lord, the God of Israel, our Father, forever and ever. Yours, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the victory and the majesty. For all that's in the heavens and in the earth is yours. Yours is the kingdom, O Lord, and you are exalted as head above all." What a great way to start your prayer. That's like praying, "Hallowed be your name." This is a great way to start a prayer. If we started our prayers this way, I think our prayer lives would be dramatically changed, dramatically improved, and we'd experience a depth of prayer that we're maybe not used to. And along with talking about the greatness of God, there's a humbleness about David, a recognition of his humbleness. Verse 14, he says, "But who am I? You're great, you're exalted, it all belongs to you. Who am I? And what is my people, that we should be able thus to offer willingly? For all things come from you, and of your own have we given you." We're not really giving you our stuff. We're giving you back stuff that you gave to us. That's the recognition. Verse 16, "O Lord our God, all this abundance that we have provided for building you a house for your holy name comes from your hand and is all your own." That's humbleness. It's not I'm giving out of my greatness. No, your greatness is so great that even what I'm giving to you, you've given to me already. We're just giving back to what you have already given. What a perspective on prayer. What an important way for us to look at the things that we have here in this world. And then he prays this. This is a great word in verse 18. "O Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, our fathers, keep forever such purposes and thoughts in the hearts of your people and direct their hearts towards you." Lord, the consecration that we're demonstrating today, Lord, I pray that this would be the way it is all the time. What a great prayer that is, because the Lord is so deserving of our commitment, our exaltation, our service to Him. And at the end of that day, the end of all the giving, the end of the consecration, the end of the great prayer by David, it all ends, verse 22, that it says that there was great gladness. There was great gladness that day. And that's the way it is. When hearts are filled up with God and hearts are overflowing in service to God, it produces a great gladness. When we're stuck on ourselves and what we're getting or not getting, there's not great gladness. But when we're filled up with God and serving Him with all of our hearts, that produces great gladness. And so that's a great word for us on a Tuesday, to fill up our hearts with gladness. And it's a great way to end First Chronicles. But we're only halfway through the book of Chronicles, which we've said in the Hebrew Bible was one book, the book of Chronicles, the last book of the Hebrew Bible. And we're just halfway through it. We've just gotten through the life of David. Now we're going to start with Solomon and all the other kings of Judah. And I hope that you have learned a lot from First Chronicles. I know I have. There's no reason why this should be a neglected book. There's no reason why this should be one of the least read books in the Bible. And in fact, today, why don't you, as an act of consecration, leave a statement right down below this video here. Leave a statement expressing your thanks to God and maybe mentioning something specific that you learned from First Chronicles. Let's offer up thanks to him for what he has taught us as we've gone through First Chronicles together. So that's the end of First Chronicles, but we're only halfway through the Chronicles. So we'll see you tomorrow for more Bible time.